What's up guys, it's the Halloween Hooligan here, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the Home Depot new for 2024 Spellcasting Witch. And as you can see, we do have a bit of a guest in the background, Rattles. We decided to set him up. We didn't put the arms on because they were reaching out a bit far for our comfort because it is our living room. But yeah, let's get to this setup. Here we go. Okay, so before I go ahead and open the box, I want to say some of its features. It is indoor-outdoor rated, which is really cool because I was not expecting this thing to actually be indoor-outdoor rated. It was only $99, which is crazy for a 7-foot life-size prop. I cannot believe $99. Home Depot has the best prices this year, without a doubt. All right, so I already went ahead and cut the tape, and let's see. So here is what is in the box when you first open it. Let's start pulling parts out. Here we have the hip loop. Here we have the bag with the instructions, adapter, stakes, etc. Here we have the hand with the eyeball on it. Here we have the hand that is going to be holding the broom. Here we have some foam leg padding, I assume. Here we have her entire mechanism and clothing. Her mechanism is already inside the clothing, so make sure to note that whenever you're opening this girl. Here we have a broom piece, and we do have a couple more in here. They have that wood plastic, kind of look on them. This is actual straw, if you couldn't tell. Here we have two leg pulls, or I assume they're not really leg pulls because she doesn't really have legs, so basically just her build up. Here's her head. Get a good look at that. Her hat is kind of in the way of everything, but it does have the posable wire, so I will be able to make that look a little better later on in the setup. And finally, we have her base. Let's get to the build. Okay, so I've got all of her parts laid out here. And first, before we start actually building up, to make sure that you have it correctly ready to set up, this indicates that this is the front of the base because her broom will rest here. This little piece right here, I don't know if you can see the little hole in here. Right here, it will rest over that, covering it and making sure it's stable. But that is making sure that that is in the front. For your first step, you're going to want to take pole B and attach that straight to the base. They are obviously using snap locks, so it is pretty easy. And we will go ahead and bring these support poles up and just slide them in like so. This is just going to help with, because she is built on one pole, this is just going to help with her not rattling as much. Okay, next up, you are going to want to take pole C, but before I do that, they are recommending you go ahead and put the stakes in, but I'm obviously inside, so I can't. And like I said, she is weatherproof, so that is why she comes with stakes, which is really cool because, like I said, 7 feet life-size props, especially one like this, I wouldn't think would have a weatherproof feature. All right, next up, you're going to want to take your hip loop and attach that to pole C. Right here on the back, you can see it has these little prongs. All you're going to want to do is just slide that in like so. And it does come with cotter pins, but for the sake of actually just taking this thing apart once the video is over, I'm not going to be using those today. But just a reminder, it does have 4 cotter pins right here in a little baggie. Okay, so now we're going to take her main mechanism slash body piece and snap lock that onto your poles. Oh, something fell out there. Not sure. Oh, I guess it's just a little cardboard piece. Let's see. I'm going to do this kind of blindly here. Just slide it over like so. She is getting a lot of height here. And then make sure that it is snap locked in just like that. All right, so now after you get her costume on, I went ahead and rolled up her sleeve and got her hand. And all you're going to want to do is connect the prongs to the prongs. It is definitely going to be a lot easier if you roll her sleeve up. This piece of foam is kind of getting in the way here, and I don't want to interfere with the mechanism. But I think... okay, it's pretty easy. And there is a cotter pin that is supposed to go to just kind of give that hand support so it won't fly off. But like I said, I'm not going to be using any of the cotter pins this time. And I will connect this wire probably later on. Okay, so now you're going to want to take your broom hand and attach that to the other arm, just like so. I am not going to roll up the sleeve on this one because it is pretty simple. Just slide that into the prongs. And this one does have a cotter pin, but like I've said multiple times, I will not be using those. And I will, actually, I'll probably do that here in a minute, but she does have Velcro on her hands to just kind of help hide the metal pole. Next up, you're going to want to get her head and attach the prongs right up here. Make sure the wires kind of sit down in there and her hair is not in the way. Let's see. Just slide that over like this, maybe, if I get them lined up. There we go. I will kind of... Oh, yeah, she looks really cool. I'll move the wires down there, just thread them through, and I will be connecting those soon. Okay, next up, we are going to want to assemble our broom piece. So we are just doing piece L and then piece K, and yep, just twist just like that. I will be removing the stickers. And then another K piece. Just line that up. Let's see, which way does it twist? Like that, I think. Hopefully I don't break this thing, but it does. It's already looking pretty good so far. And then we have piece J, which is our final piece, because you can kind of see the little topper right here. Just slides in like so, and then you twist. There we go. And then you have your broom fully assembled. And like I said, there is that little piece, but I will move the camera down just so you guys can see it. All right, here she is. We will get her plugged in, but look at that. Her face is really, really cool. Pretty detailed too. I'm not sure what's going on here with the nose. It looks like it's just like been added on, but it really doesn't matter. You don't see it too much in person. The eye, when I first took it out of the box, it looked a little cheap, but honestly, when it's lit up, it looks a lot better. And what's really interesting, the nails are actually vinyl. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bend when I go up to that. Everything is really cool about her, to the hat, to the broom, everything about it. Like I said, there's the broom down there. The broom, my mom told me what it was called earlier, but I forgot the name. There's the wood effect, but overall she's awesome. But yeah, let's get her plugged in and get to a demo. She is fully plugged in, as you can see. She is not on lights only. She does have a lights only mode though, but this is her on her sensor mode, which is a really cool touch. All of her lights that she has do light up on her sensor mode. That hand is flickering right there. The eyes look really cool, but let's get to the demo.
The witching hour is here. And there is nothing to be afraid of, except for me! Now you come over here. I'm sure you taste much better when you're afraid. Well. What do we have here? You must be a little lost. I'll be more than happy to help you find your way. Just come a little closer to me so that I can... Getcha! It is that most wonderfully wicked time of year once again. So, let's light up some bonfires, grab a broom, conjure up some spells, and then throw you in the cauldron. Come here!
Okay, so now I'm gonna get this lamp off and we will show her in pitch black. Okay, so we got most of the lights out. You know, we have our decorative lights over there and a couple of candles on, but here she is in pitch black. You can't really see anything, but that's kind of the whole point. We're gonna have probably a floodlight or something. In the yard, you'll be able to see her, but just for the video, I'll go ahead and get her demo.
The witching hour is here. And there is nothing to be afraid of, except for me! Now you come over here. I'm sure you taste much better when you're afraid.
Like I said, you probably can't see much, but you know, it's still cool to see her in the dark. Okay, so there you saw was her demo. So now I'm just going to get into my pros and cons about her. So my first con is, and honestly, I barely have any cons with her. So my first con would be the nose piece, where it kind of looks like a puzzle piece where it's just in there randomly. But honestly, from afar, you really can't see it, and it doesn't even really bother me. And then my second con is all the cotter pins. That is something a prop usually has to come with if it's outdoor rated. It's not really part of her looks, animation, stuff like that, but I really do not like cotter pins. And then my final con is another thing I don't like. It's not the prop's fault. It's just these little twist-on connections. We did them with Lethal Lily, and they did not hold up the best. But like I said, it's not the prop's fault. But overall, she is really, really cool. And I'd also say she is really, really detailed. The wrinkles on her face, she has a wart. And honestly, I think she might be a little better than Lethal Lily. Obviously not like animation-wise, but look-wise. Lethal Lily looks too pretty, and I know I'm comparing it to Lethal Lily, but that's only because I had Lethal Lily. Lethal Lily, to me, was too pretty. So yeah, that's why she fell over. Didn't like her. Just kidding. I absolutely loved her. But this one actually looks like your true witch. It's true to the character. The hair looks really good. The hair on Lily was kind of weird, but I do like the hair on this one. The eye, I love the flickering. I did not know it had that. The nails, I think it's interesting that they're vinyl. Don't have a problem with it. The costume, it's inflatable material. If you don't know what an inflatable feels like, just go to At Home. They have a crap ton of them, and just go up to one and touch it. It is that easy. The cape is kind of like this felty material. It's very soft. But yeah, the material is good on her. Like I said, outdoor rated. She has an outdoor rated adapter. And I said this earlier, but only $99. This is where she is amazing. $99 is so good for what you're getting. An outdoor rated prop, 7 feet tall, really funny lines. I don't care if you think the lines are cheesy, they're amazing. I love the laugh, the scream, everything about her. I'm gonna throw you in the cauldron. It's just so funny. But yeah, $99, a budget prop from them this year, obviously, but so good for the price. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe I convince you to buy her. She is really, really cool, and I 100% recommend her. See you guys later. Goodbye.